Hello everyone, Kayla here, and this is What the Kink, a natural hair channel where I share my personal hair journey and tips, tricks, and product reviews to help you with your own. We also have a special guest in this video. Who are you?
I'm Juan.
Okay, so we have Juan here for our summer empties. He was in the last summer empties video, so we figured, you know what, let's go ahead and let him be in here because it's a year since he has appeared. I believe, well, not on my channel because he was in another video, but a year since he's been in the empties video. So we're going to dive right into the empties because we really don't have a lot here. I don't know what happened. Well, I kind of do know what happened this season. I'll explain kind of how I was wearing my hair and why there's not a lot of products here as I go throughout. But the first thing up here are these Pacifica hair vitamins. I only have 2 because the last one has like 5 gummies in there, and so I'm gonna probably finish those off by Monday, and so I just won't put that bottle in the next empties video. As for the conditioners, we only have 2 conditioners here. First off is the Carol's Daughter Wash Day Delight in the rose one. This is a really big conditioner. How many ounces is this? 20 ounces. And so because it's so big, it took me a really long time to go through this, and that's why there's just not a lot of other conditioners. I really wanted to try the other one that they have, the aloe vera one, because I don't like rose scented, and I bought this because it was the only one that was available. I think I bought this at like Target.
Yeah, it's a little strong.
Yeah,
it's a little strong.
It's the whole rose in there. But
did I say anything about that, or is that just for the wash?
In the shower, yeah, and depending on what I'm using in my hair, you wouldn't have smelled it afterwards. The bathroom would have smelled like it though.
Yeah, that's pretty strong.
Yeah. After I walked into Ulta though, in the back section, kind of around they keep like the black owned whatever stuff next to the salon stuff, I guess because the price points. And I saw that they had the other one, the one with the green packaging, and like it's the same type of product, but it smelled different. So
shelves?
What do you mean, how many shelves?
How many shelves? You know, they got like one little section on it. Sometimes they got the end corners, and then they got
dedicated to just Carol?
No, to you said the black hair care.
I don't know. We were both in there.
I know. That's what I'm trying to recall. I was like, it's usually a little slither, so maybe it's growing. But there was, I think, two parts.
Yeah, I think it's increasing. I think that there's more black-owned brands being showcased in Ulta. I think they're trying to also bring more stuff that was typically in the drugstore, because I feel like their drugstore offerings decreased, and now they're trying to bring those back up too. Like I think you can buy like Eco Styler in Ulta now. So. But yeah, I'm going to go back in Ulta and try the other one because I don't really like the rose scent of this one. It's okay, but the rose scent is like really heightened, especially if you're someone who does not gravitate towards things that are rose scented. You guys saw me open up this conditioner when I was doing the Regal Curly Girl method. Check that video out if you haven't seen it. I had to use a crap ton of that conditioner. I think I used almost the entire bottle for that one video. And then afterwards, this little chunk here, it took me probably 2 or 3 additional wash days. I want to say 3 additional wash days after that just to use this amount. So that's just a good comparison point for how much conditioner or how little conditioner that I use on a regular basis. If you're new to my channel, my hair is quite long. Despite it being up in this claw clip and clipped up in the front and all this stuff, I have very long hair, and I do not use tons of conditioner. People be out here frosting a cake with the conditioner that they're putting on their hair. I mean, you can visibly see that their hair is white through the screen. You know what I'm saying? And I have had people come onto my channel and criticize me and be like, you need more conditioner. And I'm thinking, do you not see the conditioner coming out the back of the brush that I'm using right now? Like, are you serious? Yeah. So it took me a while to use this, but this is not unpleasant. If I was somewhere and I was just like buying a shampoo and conditioner set, I would probably pick this up. And also, I mean, you can get this at pretty much any health food store. When we were at that health food store with my mom, when we had a restaurant in the back in Alabama, they had this on the shelf. It's really easy to get. And it doesn't have like an offensive scent or anything. And
what is the smell on it?
I don't remember. So I enjoyed using it though.
Nah, I don't smell nothing.
That's what I'm saying. It's really like neutral.
It's light.
Right.
And a deep conditioning.
So yeah, if I was just someone who didn't make hair videos and just shampooed and conditioned my hair, I could see myself picking up the Giovanni set.
Do you prefer using products that all smell the same?
No.
Even like I don't know. I was going to ask about most people like get the shampoo, the conditioner, they have the same scents, and then also like when we get done doing all of that, we put gel in that may have like a clashing smell to it or something like that. Do you ever go for trying to have your hair scented a certain way?
No, I just try to avoid stuff I don't like.
Uh,
Do you? I mean, I know you use one main product, but do you? And you use whatever I put in the shower.
right.
But do you really care about the scent of your hair, or?
I do. I do. I care about what it smells like afterwards, especially if I think about trying to have a smell that's not going to be super strong that like whenever you move your head and you smell your hair. Um, Before, I want to say like since last time I was here for the last summer Anthony's, I didn't really care. I don't think as much. But now, if your hair starts, you can start smelling it the longer you keep your hair as far as the gel and stuff. And then also kind of being conscientious of does people smell my hair, because I don't wear cologne anymore, so I only wear my deodorant and whatever's in my hair. So by the end of the day, I'm probably not the best smelling, but I don't really care. But at the beginning of the day or whenever I'm doing day-to-day business and meeting with people, I do want my hair to smell good, and I want to smell good as well. So I didn't know if that was something that probably, I know like that rose one, that would smell strong, so I figured that might stay in and linger and kind of clash with your gel smells or something like that. But no, I do like my hair smelling a certain way, and that's why I do like the gel that I currently use, because it doesn't smell offensive to me as well. So it's agreeable.
Just for you guys, he does use the Aunt Jackie's Don't Shrink Flaxseed Gel. That's what he uses. And that's like the only styler that he uses. So there's jars of it in our house. At any moment, there's jars stacked up because that is the styler, which we will give him, like at the end of the video, we'll let him get an update for his hair, because I know he's kind of a little bit farther back from the light, so you probably can't fully see like exactly how his hair is. And then we're losing light because it was sunnier earlier today, but it is definitely a little bit more cloudy. So we'll definitely let you guys see what the Aunt Jackie's gel looks like on someone who exclusively uses it and has exclusively used it for almost a year.
Yes.
Really. Yes. So he no longer uses the stylers that I have available. Like, he's using his own thing. But
I'm open to finding different stuff. I just,
yeah,
when something works, I really don't deviate that much.
And he's always been like that. And about scents, guys, we are very, if you ever meet us in person, we're very neutral scented people. We don't do a lot of body sprays and stuff like that. So what you will smell on us is like any lotion that we've put on for the day and our hair. And then our deodorant, we do use Native, and it's very, very strongly scented. And when you start to sweat with Native deodorant, the scent just gets stronger. So yeah.
I used to wear cologne.
Yeah, you did.
I used to wear cologne.
But yeah, we smell like Native deodorant and hair products. So
I smell like me.
well, you know, most people are very scented and we're not. So
yeah.
Just, you know. Speaking of something that is scented, this was the buttercream. It was a sample. You guys did not see this in the video where I was using a bunch of EcoSlay samples, but this is a styling cream, and of course with the ingredients, I knew I wasn't going to be able to style my hair with it, so I used it to coat my hair, and then I did a slick back bun, because the back part, I don't ever put styler on the back part of my bun, so there's nothing on it if I don't put a product on it. So I put the buttercream on it. I felt like I liked the way that my hair felt the entire time. I would not buy a full size of this though, because I would not buy a full size of this just because I don't use that type of thing in my hair. I mean, I wear a bun probably twice a year, if that. Buns are very, very few and far between for me. But the lemon buttercream, I mean, the buttercream has a very strong lemon scent to it. But not like, oh my god, I'm gonna burn myself lemon. It kind of has a slight little warm under hint to it. So it's not a bad product, but it is being advertised as a styler, and I wouldn't style my hair with this or expect hold. I used it like a leave-in curl cream type product on hair that was not being styled with anything else, and I felt like that was the best way to use it for me. Okay, so the stylers, there is no gel parade, okay? It's not happening this time around because of how I was styling my hair. So I didn't do a lot of wash and goes. Well, I did, okay? I would say the equivalent of 1 month was spent not wearing wash and go. So I was doing things like this Bantu knot out. It was an old Bantu knot out that I clipped up. Then there was a braid out that I did. Then I did the bun. And then there was a set of twists that I did. So I did a lot of hairstyles, and all of those hairstyles were done with the foam, the same bottle of foam that I still have, that still has product in it. And I could probably style my hair a couple more times with that same bottle of foam. So I only did wash and goes for equivalent of like 2 months. And then the wash and goes that I did was my less defined wash and go, where I do a base gel that I actually style my hair with, and then just glaze the hard hold gel over the top. That process uses less gel overall. And so that's why we're not having a lot of gels here. But what I do have is the She Scented Plum Nectar and Agave. I've got 2 jars of this. This gel actually is capable of styling my hair. It's just not going to last long time, like over the week or whatever in our climate, which is why I pair it with a stronger hold gel. And whenever I use this, I would have talked about him whether he was here or not. But whenever I use this, he says that I smell like a clean hotel room. And he likes the scent of this.
It's impossible to have a clean hotel.
He says I smell like a clean hotel room, y'all. He loves the scent of this. And y'all know in my review, I was like, I don't know what this smells like. I can't tell, blah, 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 blah.
I like this.
He likes this.
I like that.
He likes this.
I don't think I would describe it as a clean hotel.
That's what you told me. You told me on more than one occasion. That, and then when I have the similar another product from their sister brand, I can't think of the name of that other gel that I tried from them. And I use that one too, but as a more of a primer type product. Oh, you say the same thing, and the scents are similar.
It's giving me contact right now. I love it.
Yeah. So he likes the scent of this, y'all. The She Scented Plum Nectar and Agave, and then I can't think of the name of the sister product, but he likes the smell of that one too, and it's very similar. It's similar to this, but it kind of has more of like a soap type clean scent in addition to the scent that this has. So he tends to like them. I don't know why. All right, and then of course we have Jello Shot. We have 2 of these. Like I said, I've been doing the less defined wash and go. So one of them went a really, really long way because I was glazing it over, and then the second one I used up because I did do 2 super defined wash and goes. And it was funny because when I came on camera with the super defined wash and go, that's when someone was in the comments like, your hair is super laid, like what did you do? And I was like, I just did my actual regular routine, and I've been up on this channel doing the less defined wash and go, and so you're just seeing the difference. So I do need to film my other wash and go routine so that you guys can see the 2 different ways that I do wash and goes, because I've been consistently over the years, probably more than 1 year, doing my hair both of these different ways, but I only have a video for the super defined one.
Has the packaging always been like that?
No, it has not. In my original Jello Shop product review, it's in a little black jar with a pop top. Matter of fact, me and you...
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it looks
yeah.
Like it's a different packaging.
I was like, you definitely saw the pop top, because we were talking about how it smells like strawberry alcohol a little bit. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's in the recyclable. I have 2 of the little jars that have Eco Slay on the front, and then you just squeeze it in there. Cool. And then, yeah, because they're really into, their whole thing is slay your look and not the planet.
Okay.
So, but anyway, guys, that's it. Now let's let Juan get his.
That was short.
I know. Like sometimes there's more products. It depends on how I do my hair. But let's get Juan's update. So y'all saw him a year ago. A year ago, he was just starting to grow his hair back. He did have hair previously a couple years ago, and then he cut it all off. So here's his hair now. He can come into the light. This is 1 year of hair growth. Are you gonna show us the length too? Oh, okay. Yeah. And so what's your weekly hair routine? Like how often do you wash your hair, and what do you do?
Right, currently I'm washing every 3 days. I think actually this week is the only week that I've pushed it to almost 5 days of not washing, which is usually a tendency that would never happen with me, because I usually wash it every 3 days because of the gel that I use. The hold for that gel usually starts to get weaker after the 3rd day of sleeping on it, and I count my days by the first day is of my hair is when I sleep on it. So whenever I got my bonnet on and I'm a tosser and a turner when I sleep, that's the first day of hair. So I did my hair yesterday, so I probably won't do my hair until Monday or Tuesday, depending on how rough I am on my hair as far as going throughout the day, because I do go and golf, and then we've been doing a lot of home repairs this last couple of months, so my hair has been going through a lot of different environments, and that's something that I wasn't cognizant of last year. I was able to still put hats and stuff. So now, being the guy that I am, trying to do stuff at home by myself, not really thinking about, oh, my hair is getting very, very long compared to what it was. Now my hair is touching a lot of different things. You just asked me recently how I felt when I did my hair. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. And my hair was on my ear, and he was like, that's not bothering you? And it's like, no, it's not bothering me anymore. So, yeah, I usually wash my hair on about every 3 days, and then I gel it immediately. Sometimes I won't gel it immediately after I get out the shower, and I'll just get in the shower and wet my hair the next morning before work, and then gel it. And it usually takes about 20 minutes to do from getting it wet to putting the gel through my hair. And then I'm also learning different hand techniques as far as making sure that the gel is getting through each section of my hair, because you told me probably like 6 months ago, like, yeah, you're gonna have to start sectioning and all that stuff. And I was like, I'm not sectioning, but I am starting to do different parts of my hair, which would be considered sectioning, but I'm not using any clips and stuff to section my hair. So sometimes I have very good coverage for my gel, and then some days I don't. But I still don't really get down on myself as far as trying to make it perfect, because even yesterday when I did my hair, you were like, oh, it looks good. My mom, I sent her a picture, because I don't take many pictures and send it out, at least of myself. I take a lot of pictures of other stuff, but not myself. And my mom was like, you looking like the Mac. Why are you looking like you do such and such? I was like, I'm not even wearing my hair natural. So it's been a cool little journey, and I guess it's cool to come in and mess with you on your summer empties again. So.
And guys, just for like knowing what products he uses, because he doesn't switch and swatch the products like I do. He uses the Verb hydrating shampoo. So the shampoo that I use for my second lather, that is his lather. He does not use conditioner. He does not detangle his hair.
I do when I'm shampooing.
When you're shampooing?
When I'm shampooing, I'm detangling.
Okay, so I guess
But I'm not using combs. I'm using my fingers to detangle.
Okay, so he finger detangles when he shampoos,
So, yeah.
but there is not a separate conditioner detangling. But y'all know the Verb hydrating shampoo is very conditioner-like. It's very like foamy. It's very conditioner-like. And I'm going to be subbing in some shampoos so we can get rid of them. But and that may make him have to use conditioner, because I don't know if anything else is just as like soft as that. But for now, he doesn't feel the need to use it, because it is a very moisturizing shampoo. And then he uses, like I said earlier, the Aunt Jackie's Don't Drink Flaxseed Gel, which I do have a review of it. I hate it, but he likes it for his hair. So, well, for me, my hair starts to expand after a couple of days, loses definition, and then it begins to flake when there really weren't any debris in the hair before, but then it becomes debris and it starts to flake and everything. And then I have much longer hair than his. Yes. So I use a lot more product than he does, because like I said, if you're new to my channel, my hair is down my back. It's very long, so.
I also detangle when I'm putting the gel in as well.
Yeah, so he's detangling throughout the process.
Yeah, I'm not never ever detangling.
Which I think Brianna of Third Eye Angel actually said that she does that as well. There is not a set detangling process, but that she just detangles throughout, because she's like, what's the point? It's just going to retangle up again. So, I guess he's doing the same thing that she does, and she is a YouTuber with very long hair, like it. Yeah. So it's working for her. So I guess we're doing it over here on his head. So.
Yeah. It works.
Yeah.
And then I pulled, yesterday was the first time I actually pulled strands of my hair out, like on purpose, when I was messing with you about I'm doing a porosity test, and you was like, you're not.
Yeah, you're testing your hair's elasticity, not porosity. Porosity doesn't matter anyway.
I'm just picking.
Yeah. So we appreciate you for watching this. If you've watched to the end, you the real MVP. You're really here for my content. Because it was a really short empty, so it had almost no products. That means there's going to be tons of products next time. And what I'll do is on the side, I will link that summer empties from last year. I typically don't go a whole year back on my recommended video, but I'm going to do it because that way you guys can see the difference in his hair, and see us kind of chit-chatting about some of the similar products and the things that we mentioned being in the previous video. And then I think I'll link another video, either the video where I'm talking about, maybe the video where I'm talking about how he did my hair. It was a detangling talk, and my hair was super tangled because he needs to know some proper techniques for shampooing hair like mine.
Oh my goodness. I'll probably be better now, honestly.
Yeah.
If we did an update, I'll probably be a lot better.
Yeah. So we will link that. And again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one.